fundamental love and power.
You must see this as an important moment for you, that there's something at stake for you neoconservatives here.
Sure. There's a lot at stake. Our ideas are being put to the test. We are aware of the fact that we are influencing the lives of millions of people with our ideas. Our ideas are being tested.
Meet neoconservative Meyrav Wurmser. She founded a charity that monitors the Arab press for anti-Semitic opinions. Her husband David is an advisor at the State Department, one of those mines the president borrowed from the AEI. She's part of a group of neocons who've been particularly influential post 9/11 because they specialize in the Middle East.
You have a story here about ideas and love among people, and it's true, and I'm not being cynical about it. It's real, fundamental love and power, because some of those ideas make policy, and some of the people in the group are policymakers, and we function and we view ourselves as a group. And we will all stand for each other, in defense of each other, all the way.
And Meyrav Wurmser.
It was no more than a mental exercise done in a think tank by a group of people. Yes, many of us are Jewish. There's no need to apologize for that. Most of us, all of us, in fact, are pro-Israel. Some of us more fiercely so than others. But we have no problem also criticizing Israel.
Well, that paper in 1996, the Clean Break paper, that was the paper that led to accusations of dual loyalty.
There is no dual loyalty. The people in the group are Americans, first and foremost. And view themselves as American thinkers and as people who are most interested in American policy. We see a tremendous similarity between Israel and America, and Britain for that matter, simply because these are leading democracies. In the case of Israel, it's the only democracy in the Middle East. We don't claim credit for it at all. You could say that our power is a figment of our enemy's imagination. It might be absolutely true. We are not claiming to be running the world. Our job is just to think. And if our ideas get adopted and if our ideas turn into policy, wonderful. That's what we're here for.
We will make a lot of people very nervous. And we will hear, for example, the Mubarak regime in Egypt or the Saudi royal family thinking about this idea that these Americans are spreading of democracy in this part of the world. They will say, "You make us very nervous." And our response should be good.
Going too far?
No. The Iranians and the Syrians are even more nervous than the Saudis and Egyptians this very moment. Syria is making, the Syrian regime is making comments that they're nervous, that they think that they're next.
This was a dream that Meyrav Wurmser and her husband David, now at the State Department, had cherished as long as anyone in Washington.
We actually opened a bottle of champagne. This was a moment we waited for many, many years. I mean, we've been working on freedom for Iraq for the past 9 years, maybe. My personal feeling was doing, an incredibly good deed by pushing this war because, people got their freedom out of it.
The accusation in Arab circles, and some people in Washington say this as well, but generally they're too polite to put it this way, but let me say it anyway, is that the administration has been hijacked by a small group of often pro-Zionist intellectuals without any real popular backing who've somehow persuaded President Bush to go to war with Iran.
No,
No
contrary to
conspiracy.
popular belief,
No
there is no
conspiracy.
conspiracy. And the group would not have been so powerful was it not for an administration and a president who is susceptible and is willing to adopt many of those ideas.
Susceptible in the sense of?
Open. Open to listening, open to, hearing those ideas. Nobody hijacked anything. Nobody has brainwashed the American president. He's acting according to his own convictions and beliefs.